Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We're playing a purple draconian fire elementalist of Livalon under the comborobin account. It's been a little while since I played, and I was wondering if maybe somebody else had borrowed the account for a while. And it looks like, yeah, they did. We finished, I think, Swamp 2 last episode, and I could tell because, like, I don't think I ever quit at less than full health. Rarely, anyway. And it looks like somebody picked the character up and did most of Swamp 3, so that's nice. Judging from the list of people who logged in and never did anything, I'm guessing that a few more people wanted to play comborobin, but then didn't want to take anyone else's account or anyone else's game. So I don't know. On the one hand, I feel a little bad about monopolizing the account by taking a break for a week or something. I don't know. But it's a shared account. If they wanted to play, they totally could, and one guy totally did. So there. I just need to remember how to play this character. That's all. Now that that's all taken care of. So it looks like we're not quite at full piety, which surprises me a little bit. I thought I was when I left. But, whoever was playing it, presumably, felt it was advantageous to use up some piety, and they were probably right. I mean, it's, usually, it's harder, it's better to err on the side of caution, I suppose, with these things, because piety is fairly cheap. This poison, though. And I don't have any resist poison, right? No. Alright, well, let's get out of it. Because, that hurts. If you stand in it for very long at all. So I'm going to get around the corner from him. And then we can, I don't know, what were we doing? We were casting Sticky Flame, I bet. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. And Confuse, is that at all? It's not bad. But I don't think we need to, not with this +9 Greatsword. Which I do have at Mendeley, right? Yeah, okay. Oh no, level 18. Oh. Well, let's work on that, jeez. And I was working on Divine Vigor, as I recall. It looks like it's getting down there. Okay. But we can easily handle, one swamp threat. Except maybe, a Thorn Hunter would pose a problem, but that's what Fireball is for. Shambling Mangrove maybe could be a problem, too. The plants, basically. The plants here are the worst. The main threat, though, is going to be if we run into a lot of monsters at once. What is on A? Flame Tongue still. Okay. So I don't know. I thought it was fun that somebody else had borrowed the character. As I have mentioned a lot of times throughout this playthrough, anticipating that eventually someone else might play it. I think that's kind of cool, and I wish more people did, because then this game, well, I mean, on the one hand, it would probably be over by now, which is too bad. I was looking forward to playing more of it, but it would certainly go by faster, one way or another. Okay, so do we want to go down to Swamp 4, or do we want to leave and head to, what's our other branch? Spider? Ugh. No, let's do Swamp 4. Okay. Sounds good. Some wisps, sure. Are they confusable? No. Alright, so there's this big old Hydra, which I don't like very much. Is this Conjure Flame? It is. Okay, let's just put one there and see what happens. He did walk through it. That's nice. He could have gone around, but... The the colors. So I mentioned before that this RC file is not quite the one I usually use. You know, it has stone walls, it's different glyph, and so on. And the colors are also just slightly different from what I'm used to using. And every so often it, like, surprises me. You know, the alligators. Stuff that's resting looks a lot bluer on this account. Oh, I forgot. The stuff is standing in water, so, like, Sticky Flame's not that good here. Anyway, I mean, I don't mean to say that that's a big deal, like, the coloring. These guys are all not in water, that is, so Sticky Flame will work. Yeah, I mean, we have pretty respectable damage, I have to say. I mean, that's what happens when you have, like, +9 weapons and Sticky Flame. Reasonable spell power. Not amazing, but reasonable. And we're just going to stare dance this for a while, it looks like. Ugh, no poison, please. Okay, and we're back to full pips of piety, too, so it's like, I don't know exactly how much piety the last guy used up. You know, I'm making quotes with my fingers there. You can't see it, but the point is that I don't really consider using up. Piety is pretty cheap. It is like costing us some food to rest off all of this poison, but that's another thing that, like, is basically unlimited, and don't worry about spending it. Even under a Livelon, it's hard to run out of food. Honestly, I think a Livelon makes you run out of food faster than Gozag does. Or, well, not faster necessarily, but more often. People complain about, you know, Gozag and making you run out of food, but in practice, I haven't had that happen very much. Oh, he got out of the water? Or into the water, rather? Yeah. Whereas a Livelon, I don't know. You end up, if you're actually using your god powers, which at the moment I'm not, there isn't really much need. You can run out of food if you use them heavily enough. But we probably won't do that. And as I think I mentioned previously, this is sort of getting to be around the time in the game when I often switch gods from a Livelon. A Livelon is great, but I don't know, like Xin. I would switch to Xin, probably not TSO. I don't really need angels, which is the main thing TSO gives you. I don't know. I mean, like, his lower level stuff. Wow, I was just I've been playing a different game for a little while, and I just, like, hit a button that I often hit in that game and sort of expected it to do the thing it does here. And of course it just doesn't do anything, which is fine. I don't know if you guys are interested. Maybe you are. Like, you're watching a roguelike, right? I picked up at the end of the Steam sale, I picked up Invisible Ink, which, you know, it's like Invisible Incorporated, right? And I didn't realize until I said it out loud the other day that, like, oh, it's a pun on, like, invisible ink, the stuff you write with. Huh. Right? Anyway, I didn't get it when I just saw it written. But when you say it out loud, it's pretty obvious. Anyway, and it's a... Ooh, is there... Oh, we already have some hide, don't we? No, this is our first Swamp Dragon hide. Okay, so we could... God, I'm such a... We're Draconian, we can't wear it. Okay, I remember. I remember now, we're Draconian, can't wear Swamp Dragon hide, so we're not going to be getting any Swamp Dragon armor down here. Fine. It would be nice, though, wouldn't it, to get some poison resistance that way? But Invisible Ink is a stealth roguelike. You know, you're like spies in, you know, some future high-tech world, breaking into companies and stealing money and other stuff. And it's not an ASCII roguelike, but it is grid-based and turn-based. Randomly generated missions. I actually really like that. a thing that I don't like about a lot of stealth games, I love stealth games, but often there's just like a fixed set of levels, and like once you beat a level once, you could go back and do it again and try for better achievements, but like it doesn't really count to me because you know what the level looks like and where all the guards are. So these guys at Invisible Ink have a random stealth level builder. Oh, stone. Okay, so we're probably at the root vault is probably back here somewhere. And it's got all sorts of tuning parameters, so they can turn the difficulty up, change the amount of money that's in the level, and so on. And they use that to randomly generate a campaign where, like, there's a couple of fixed plot points, but the levels you visit are all totally different, and you even get to pick, like, I want to go to a level where the reward is going to be a lot of money, or a level where the reward is going to be a new item, or a level where you can, like, scout for a lot of new available levels for the next one to find exactly the one you're looking for. Anyway, so I was playing that, and I held down Alt, which is the button to show you like the tactical view, as opposed to like the prettier view of what's going on. But in crawl, holding down Alt doesn't do anything at all, which is good. It's better than having it like kill you, right? So the bog body is probably going to vanish here. No, he knows about the teleport trap. Okay, Thorn Hunters. Thorn Hunters. Let's step back. Olivellon, I could use some Divine Vigor, please. Let's take out the bog body. Wait, did it not even work? It totally didn't work, did it? I failed to use my ability, didn't I? Yeah. I really would like that, though, Ellie. How poisoned am I? Oh, jeez. These dang guys. Find Vigor again. Here we go. And let's poison... Not poison. I keep saying poison, but I mean Sticky Flame. This guy works. Now, in a minute, we're going to be out... Why am I slow? Bog Body did something to me? Wow, this is a bad place. There's the Thorn Hunter. Let's set him on fire. Yeah, the poison from these swamp dragons is pretty ridiculous. All right, so we don't have any blinking. And I think we have a wand of teleport? Yes. I should have hasted. Yeah, let's teleport, actually. I want to cure the poison, but I'm just standing next to too much stuff right now. And the poison's going to keep getting worse. I'm dead. Wow, okay. I was gonna, like, ask Ellie for Divine Protection next turn, but too late. Jeez. Well, that was a rude reintroduction to how to play Crawl. Oh, too bad. Wow. Well, to all you guys who wanted to take over the Combo Robin game that was here and then logged out, you should have done it. You could have done better than I did. Well, that's a sad way to end this series. Oh well. I made a lot of mistakes there. I didn't haste soon enough. I keep forgetting, if you scroll past the end of the thing, it just takes you off the inventory list. I didn't haste. I only fought like 3 monsters there, and they just killed me. It was like the poison from the swamp dragons is so horrible if you don't have poison resistance. And I didn't take that seriously enough. I didn't notice that Divine Vigor didn't work. You know, bleh. Well, that's going to do it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next playthrough.